America, the land of the free, home of the brave, and the obese. So statistics show that 40% of American adults are obese, and nearly 2/3 of adult Americans are overweight. So today, I'm in Kansas City, Missouri, and I'm going to be interviewing people asking, why are so many Americans overweight? So without any further ado, let's go talk to some people. Why do you think so many Americans are overweight?
Well, our entire lifestyle is set up that way. Like, we drive everywhere instead of walking, and the portion sizes when you go out to eat are way too big, and the types of food that we eat, because we're always in a hurry, we tend to eat things quick, and there's a lot of the food we eat is not terribly good for us.
First off, I feel that, everyone in America is kind of competing with each other, in terms of, who can have the most, who can live the most extravagant life. And I kind of feel like it trickles down into our diet as well. When people go out to eat, they want the most expensive food, the, best tasting food. And a lot of times that comes with a price tag. Our health is kind of at the expense of our competitive desires, I think that's the downfall there, honestly.
There's a lot to it, but I think the food system has become so industrialized, and I think it's all linked to like big pharma and the health insurance industry. And you see in other countries they spend 2 hours at a meal. Like, I just got back from Europe recently, and they'll spend like 2 hours at a meal. It's not like they're eating smaller portions, like their food is just fundamentally healthier. You don't have stuff as processed, as genetically modified. So you have foods that have high fructose corn syrup in it, which is most like processed unhealthy foods, and that's cheaper than the healthy food.
I think because we've brought up to be lazy and not work very hard for anything, food is readily available. I thought when I was young, I could eat, McDonald's every day. Yeah. But as you get older, you have to think about your heart and your lungs, and, you just have to take care of yourself. And that starts with watching your weight.
I think it's because the food is really not great for us. Unfortunately, just our agricultural systems, the chemicals and everything that we're putting into our foods, it's not the best. And then, of course, the ones that are organic or healthy are so expensive. So, of course, the cheaper foods are mass-produced. They're easier to make. They're marketed more. They're easier to get. So that's why we just have health problems.
Why do I think so many Americans are overweight? I think it's because we don't do a good job of promoting health, and we don't make it easy for people to be healthy. I mean, we force people to work terrible jobs for terrible wages, and then they can't go home and make food for themselves or food for their kids because they're too tired, and they don't have access to fresh food and fresh, good groceries at normal prices.
The second one is, do you think bad health is promoted too much in America?
Of course, 100%. I mean, thinking about it, the only time you really see, cereal commercials and, junk food commercials a lot of times is on these, Nickelodeon, Disney Channel, these kids shows. And that's the thing, it's marketed to us at a young age so that, by the time we're able to make our own decisions, we're already programmed to, make those bad, cheap, unhealthy decisions. And it's a lot. It ties into the healthcare system and everything like that as well. And, it could get deep. But yeah, I think definitely our environment socially promotes an unhealthy lifestyle.
Well, I don't know if we promote it, but we certainly don't do a very good job of avoiding it.
No, I don't. I think people don't realize that they are sick and they don't know it because they don't take care of themselves. Yeah. Health is very important. If you have your health, you have everything. My mother always said that to me. She lived to be over 100 years old. So I tried to really take care of myself.
I think it depends. Definitely in underserved communities, it's definitely, like, I don't know the statistic for this, but there's more fast food in underserved communities than there are in where we at right now. So I think definitely it depends, the demographics, where you live, your environment, where good health is promoted versus where it's not even, should be discussed, but it's not discussed.
I think so, because it's profitable.
Yeah.
I mean, we're a nation of capitalism, and like, it's not necessarily about the greater good, it's more about the economy.
For sure.
And it's not always the economy of the common people, it's the economy of certain companies that benefit from us not being healthy.
Sure. My last question, and thank you for your time, is what can we do as a nation to improve health in America?
To be honest, I really don't think there's anything that we can do as a country. I think everything is so, systematic and so deeply rooted at this point. Even our healthcare system is a treatment system. We're not trying to cure anything. We're just trying to make us comfortable living with our sicknesses, and they were trying to make you comfortable living unhealthily. So I really wholeheartedly don't think there's anything we can do, unfortunately. Because it's kind of our economy kind of depends on it. And the way that we live and the way our society is like dependent on some of these things. So unfortunately, we're screwed.
Yeah.
Oh, it's really hard because we're a free country and people can do whatever they want. And I don't think we should be in a position of like forcing behavior on people. We can just educate them with as much as we can to educate them about how and why they can make good choices. And at a certain point, we have to trust people to do what they're going to do.
I think we need to get the right politicians, and there's so much infighting, and a lot of them don't care because they have a certain part of Americans that support them no matter what. So I don't think a lot of them really care about the average American.
That's hard because the people that need to be reached, it's much harder to get to them. Maybe make healthier foods cheaper or more accessible. Community gardens, get people outside, promoting eating healthy, showing, more statistics for, these heart diseases or diabetes or issues that come related to poor eating habits and poor health.
So, I think there needs to be a change in how our government is formatted, which sounds very controversial, but having a two-party system I don't think is good for anyone. Like, we focus on such like the sexy issues, and like stuff like food gets overlooked.
I would say I would put stricter regulations on what we allow in grocery stores, like junk food. So I would incentivize people to open up grocery stores in neighborhoods that don't have fresh, good access to food.
And that wraps up this video. If you have an opinion or a reason why you think so many Americans are overweight, make sure to drop that down in the comment section. We got a lot of different perspectives, and I really enjoy hearing everyone's different opinions on different topics in the world. If you took any value from this video, make sure to like, make sure to subscribe. I put shorts out weekly. Health is wealth, and if you have your health, you have everything. So thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next interview. Y'all take care.